dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked...
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could find...
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was. I keep going over his words again, and heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. Sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently, but no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no clue. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? I feel like such a screw.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he... Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her.
And that's exactly what you did, Law.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against.
Sounds like a deep...
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadheim. But then there are people like Law and Shionne. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shionne mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shionne's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shionne.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
You don't look so good.
The floor. It keeps moving.
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shionne and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though... maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most, and to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lords.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps it is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest...
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least. I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Megal's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city? He didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no.
Not good enough for you?
Are you real? Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Xion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Let's see what you've got.
Arc Seal! Radiant Blast! Going in!
That makes me the thorn in the side.
Do it! Do it!
All yours, Kisara! My turn!
Stoop back!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Resonate with the earth!
You! Piercing roar!
Here I come!
Lightning! Downfall!
Sword Rain Alpha! I'm ready!
Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
I see one, eh?
Where are you going?
Sonic Thrust! Burn it down! I'm going in! We're not finished! Mega Sonic Thrust! I'm ready! Pierce!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
That's right, you headshot!
You're mine! You're finished!
One more!
Prepare to be
Here I
healed!
come!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Gotta break through! Take this!
Take this!
Switch to Radiant Rarely! Far enough!
Armor won't save you!
Going in!
Double Demon Fang!
Elusive deity!
Here I come!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
That enemy looks strong.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Bring him down! Ignite!
Tiger Blade!
Double Demon Fang! I can read your moves. Sword Rain Alpha!
Only getting started!
Elusive deity! The enemy will pass through!
We'll soon see about that.
We're not finished! Here I go!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Double Demon Fang!
Can you take it?
Here I come!
Can't get out of this!
I never miss! Annihilation! Make it break! Radiant Blood here!
It's on! Like
deity!
take this!
Blaze of fire! Radiant here!
Look shot! Can you take it?
Radiant
Demon
here!
Fang! Here I come!
I'm out!
No escape!
Going in!
Double Demon Fang! Total devastation! Sword Rain Alpha! I'm not done!
Flaming meteor!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here goes!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Out of our way!
Now you'll learn! You picked the wrong fight!
Far enough!
Armor won't save you!
I won't show you any mercy! You got spirit!
You require a
Eternal
hand.
devastation!
I owe you one for that.
Can't get out of this!
I mean, you're dead.
Astral art?
That's my cue.
Do it!
Shut him down!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
My turn! I'm not done! Eternal devastation!
Handle this.
A comfortable win.
all mine! On guard! Deity!
Have you ever considered your purpose?
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Lightning!
My turn! Begin! Take this!
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
No choice.
This one is mine!
Take it!
Now you see what I can do!
Arc
So much for
field!
talking it out.
Stop them!
Take this!
Not on my watch!
Sword Rain out!
Rotating pile driver!
Flew away!
Radiant light!
Eat that! You're mine!
Take this!
Glacial fire!
Double Demon Fang!
Tiger blade!
Eternal Devastation!
Into the shadow!
Seismic rupture!
Raining Flame!
Glacial
Take this!
This one's mine!
Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang!
Elusive deity!
No escape!
Sword Rain
Alpha!
here! Here I go!
Graviton field!
Try harder! My turn!
This one's mine!
Eternal Devastation! Strike!
Resonate with the
Eternal
earth!
Devastation!
Here,
Burn
on
it
guard!
down!
Take this! Tiger
Take
blade!
I can carve through armor!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
A comfortable win.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Discourteous, son.
Elusive
deity!
Soaring Blast! Double Demon Fang!
Can you take it?
No escape!
Into the
Pesky
shadow!
airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you! Truly!
Shut him down!
Here I come!
It's time! I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Out of my way!
Now you learn! You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this!
Time to shine!
Ready!
Damn it, Bennett!
They really don't give up, do they?
I'm ready!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Slide!
You're open! You're mine!
It's over!
Ready and ready!
Ready! Slide!
How about this?
Now you see what I can do!
I'm out! I'm all stuffed up!
Double Demon Fang!
All mine! Dent on the wind!
Burn!
I'm gone! This one's mine!
Take
Lightning
this!
meteor!
Double Demon Fang! Soaring Alpha! It's over!
Dent on the wind!
I'm gone!
Take this!
How's this?
This one's mine!
Double Demon Fang!
Benediction.
Eternal Devastation! Sword Rain Alpha!
Denied! On guard!
Here I come!
I'm sealed!
Tiger blade!
Eternal
deity!
Behold! The Earth quotes! Tectonic vision!
Look sharp! One more!
No escape! Now or never!
Here I go!
Crush! No further!
It's over!
Not today!
Take this!
Double demon
I'm
fang!
out of ammo!
Take this! Let me free you of your power!
First aid!
I can carve through armor!
I'm all stopped up!
It's over!
Going in!
I'll face you! The enemy wields arts too!
You'll soon see about that.
That's it! Tiger Blade!
Double demon fang! I'm ready!
Shion! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
A hard-won victory.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Where are you going? Going in!
Take
Here I
it!
go! It's over!
Eternal devastation! Double demon fang!
Going in!
It's over!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha! Strike!
Ready! Mega Ray! Flaming Meteor!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
And the pummeling to me!
Glacial Fire!
You're finished!
I'm ready!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Denied! Here I go!
Double demon fang!
Started!
Now you see what I can do! Seismic Rupture! Crush!
It's over!
I'm ready!
Into the shadow! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Mega Ray!
It's time!
Annihilate!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
Get lost!
For my love! Double demon fang! Can't get out of
Going in!
Take down their defenses! Benediction light! Crush! On your knees!
Going in!
Blind freaks!
Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Strong! Then I'll split it open! Be my guest! You will make a fool of me! And engulf you!
That's it! Tiger
We're
Blade!
not finished! Sword Rain Alpha!
Look sharp!
Double demon!
Take this!
And engulf you!
Going in! Not on my watch! Tiger Blade!
Ready and raring!
Look sharp! Here!
Elusive order won't save you!
Leave the chargers to me! Far enough!
You picked the wrong fight! Why you? Double demon fang!
One more! Tiger, make it ready!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn! No escape! Elusive deity!
I'm all stopped up!
I'm ready!
Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara!
Any injuries?
Do you sense one of your friends?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidrea sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidrea's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidrea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidrea.
No choice! Bring him down!
Here goes!
Glacial Soaring out!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Now damage! Soaring out! Double demon fang!
Tiger blade!
You're mine!
Go in! Round and rend!
You're mine!
Here's mine! I'm out!
Don't get complacent. This'll make us even more formidable. My best!
I see one, eh? Damn it!
Can you take it? Reload!
I'll flash you!
Is it too late to talk about our differences?
For my lord!
One more!
Soaring out!
Flying free!
We're not finished! Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
It's over! Double demon fang!
Ready to go!
Take this!
Reload! Lightning! Sealed!
You're finished!
Going in!
Crush!
Do it!
Double demon fang!
All yours, Kisara!
We managed to pull through.
Out of our way!
Pieces!
Got you now!
I'm
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
We're not finished! Do it!
Rebel!
Tiger blade!
Blow them away!
Sighted! And again! I'm gone! Take this!
You're
Tiger, make it ready! Not in your dreams!
Look sharp! The Tempest engulfs you! No further!
Going in!
Double Demon Fang! Tiger Alpha! External devastation!
Look sharp!
On your knees!
Tiger Blade!
Resonate with the earth!
mine!
Stalagmite! You're mine!
Time is done!
It's over! Double Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! Mine!
Dance on the wind!
I'm out of it! I never miss!
It's on! I'm not done!
Kisara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Don't get careless.
Lost!
Burn in hell!
Go on! Over!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Annihilating pile driver!
Double Demon Fang!
You think that
We're
shield
not
will
ready!
break?
Elusive Deity! Take this! Rotating pile driver!
Ready!
Tornado Drive!
Annihilation!
It's over!
Not in your dreams! Annihilation!
You're mine!
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
There! Here goes!
Take this! I can feel my power growing!
Out of my way!
You've got spirit!
Now you see what I can do! Going in! I can only rely on myself. This one's mine!
Double Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! Annihilation!
No further!
Mega Ray! On guard!
I'm not done! Ignite! We did it! My turn!
Glacial Fire!
You're finished!
Tiger
Take
Blade!
this!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
There!
And the pummeling to me.
You're
Double
mine!
Demon Fang!
Look sharp!
Elusive deity.
Sword Rain
This
Alpha!
one's mine!
I'm not done!
This one's Make it rain!
You're mine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Don't get careless.
Right, here goes!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
It's over! Double Demon Fang!
Ready! One more! Defeated!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Take
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone! Sighted! Watch and weep!
Elusive Deity! My shield! Here I come! I'm ready! Double Demon!
Going in. Looks like we got them all.
What's this thing?
Ignite!
Flame!
Take this!
Reload!
Here I come!
Magna
Double
Ray!
Demon Fang!
Let
Soaring Alpha! Devastation!
Another incantation
Here's
brewing.
the healing art! First! Appreciate the help! Searing Flame! This one's mine!
Shattering up pieces! Elusive Beam! Tornado Drive!
Rising Wyvern!
Here's a healing art! Here goes! Glacial
Astral Arts?
That's my cue.
On guard!
Shut him down!
Tiger Blade! Save them! Will this help? On guard!
Come quietly!
Take
Tornado Drive! Benediction Light!
Where are you going?
Any more of this and I'll burn
I
out!
can only rely on myself.
Take this!
Burn!
House this!
Reload!
Take this!
Here's a healing art!
Elusive Deity!
First aid!
Dragon
In a
Swarm!
bind?
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Double Demon Fang!
I'll face you!
I'm all set!
Elusive Deity!
Going in! Lightning!
My reach is even wider!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind it.
Done! I'll leave it to you! No escape!
Soaring Blast!
Tiger Blade!
Eternal Devastation! This one's all mine!
Annihilation! Radiant! This one's mine!
Burn in hell!
Flame! Reload!
I can carve through armor! Grind you
Not
into
on my
dust!
watch!
Tempest!
Lightning!
Piercing roar!
I'll face you!
I'm out! Back into the fray! Flaming meter!
You'll find no mercy! Resonate with the
This
earth!
one's mine! This one's mine! Here!
This should
Here's
do
a
it!
healing art! Where are you going?
Now or never!
Far enough!
No further!
Annihilation! Radiant piercing roar!
Free you or not!
Here's a healing art!
I'm ready! Doubly! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Benediction Light!
First aid! On guard! Mega Ray! Back
Take
into the
this!
fray!
On your back!
I get carved through armor!
Confiscated!
Double Demon Fang!
Aw, Tempest! Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
A hard-won victory.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. way this key's been placed. It's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong? Sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be? Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Discourteous, aren't you?
I see what it is!
Tiger Blade! Radiant Blade! This one's mine! Annihilation!
Seismic Thunder Sword Rain Alpha!
Its armor's too strong.
We're not finished!
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Here I go! It's over!
Glacial Double Seismic Blade! Here I come from the wind! Sword Rain Alpha!
Don't get careless.
I'll do my best! Let the marksman handle it!
Deity! Burn in hell!
Anything in armor is all in.
I'll smash you! Eagle Ray! It's over!
Take this!
Piercing now! Fire it up! Right! Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Lightning!
Begin! My turn!
Not on my watch!
That's it! I'm not done!
Tiger Blade!
Soaring blast! I'm ready!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want.
Really? Even how to sew?
Yes, indeed.
Sounds like he was a...
He was. Now that I think about it.
Lagiel is that woman.
Funny you mentioned.
I think it still looks.
From what I can tell.
No, but
And here I was
I can't tell if she's...
Yeah,
small, but a victory nonetheless.
we have a long way yet to go.
That equipment should come in handy.
Fang! Take this!
I'll shoot them out of the sky!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Rending
Help!
Blast!
First aid!
Eagle Ray! This one's all
Mega
mine!
Ray!
You picked the wrong fight!
Annihilation!
You're mine!
Going in!
Double Demon
Annihilation!
Fang!
Shattering of pieces!
Attack time!
Eternal Death!
Mega Ray!
No further!
Annihilation!
Double Demon!
Mega
How
Ray!
about this?
You're mine! It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
Sword Rain Alpha! Try this!
Look sharp!
Confiscated!
Here's a healing orb! Where are you going?
A wall to shield from calamity!
Will
A
this
new
help?
melody!
I'm ready!
No escape!
Far enough!
Burn in hell!
Healing circle! Going in!
Crush!
Take this! Here I go! Tiger
Double
Blade!
Demon Fang!
Radiant
I'm knocked
Blood
up!
here! Going
It's
in!
over! Hold nothing back! You're mine!
Flaming Meteor!
Sword Rain Alpha! Try this!
Nuke! Magna Ray! Time to
I'll
shine!
grind you! I'll grind you into dust!
You're mine!
Flaming Meteor!
Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation!
Magna Ray!
Double Demon
Elusive
Fang!
deity!
Glacial
Sword Rain
Blade!
Alpha!
Tiger Blade! Here, let me
Double
help!
Demon Fang!
First aid!
Ready and raring!
Take it! One more! Going in!
Sighted!
Go! This
I'm
one's
only
mine.
getting started!
Going in!
Here goes!
Resonate with the earth! I'll smash you!
Relate your
Finally! In an instant! Impact Cross!
Together, there is nothing that can stop us.
Indeed. As one, we are unrivaled.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
What's this thing? We've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidria.
There she is! Almeidria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Witch.
Almeidria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Niez. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! This one's mine!
Elusive deity! You're mine!
Rotating pile driver!
Double demon
Power it
fang!
up!
Tornado drive!
This one's mine! Flaming meteor!
Sovereign Alpha!
Right!
Here I go!
Take
It's
this!
over! I'm all stocked up!
Here I come!
Aw,
Can you take it?
come
Super!
over?
Here, let me help!
Devastation! Lewis!
This one's mine!
Take
this! Time to shine!
Resonate with the earth!
Here I come! You're finished!
Know your
Try harder!
Glacial fire!
Being interrupted.
Eat dirt!
I'm grateful.
Not now, not ever!
Resonate with the earth!
Tiger Bomb! I'll smash you!
Another incantation ruined.
Not in your dreams! Radiant here!
Stay away!
Light.
How about this?
Take this! Here I come!
And again!
Going in! Double demon fang!
Prepare to be
Mega Ray! Tiger Blade!
The tempest engulfs you!
Right!
Take this!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Look sharp! I'll blind you with
Here I come!
Tiger
Blade!
Blade! You!
Reload!
Look sharp!
Radiant here! Searing
Resonate with the
Not
earth!
today!
Reload!
Glacial
You're
fire!
mine!
Tiger
You're
Blade!
finished!
Annihilation!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Radiant light!
Aw, too shy to
Reload!
Here, let me help!
Elusive
I owe you
deity!
shattering pieces! Attack time!
Soaring blast!
Here
Mine!
Here I
This
come!
one's here!
Eagle Rage! Now you see what I can do!
Ride for me!
You're mine! Confiscated! Back into the
Look
pit!
sharp!
Blind you into dust! Crescent Flash! Take this!
Mega Ray!
You're finished!
Flaming meteor!
Mega
Double
Ray!
demon fang!
Crush them!
Here goes! What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
This one's mine!
Seismic Take this! Elusive deity! This one's all mine!
Too shy to come over!
Where are you going?
Here, let me help!
Burn!
Blooming with
Forward
hatred.
up! Radiant light!
Know your place!
Reload! Here's a healing art!
Can you take it? Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
Signal
Anything in armor is all mine!
Going in! I'll heal you all!
Eagle Ray!
Arc
Look
field! Killing
Have
machine!
some
Here I come!
I owe you one
It's
back!
This one's all mine!
Going in! Fool!
Ignite! Here I come!
Look sharp!
It's over!
One more!
Magna
Tiger Ray!
Magna Ray! Back into the
Eternal devastation!
Breathe up fire!
Get through! Double demon fang!
You require a hand.
Searing flame!
In a bind?
Have some
Reload!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine!
Sighted! And again!
Double demon fang!
Elusive deity!
Reload!
Piercing!
Here,
Let me help!
Arc field!
Down! You're off!
Be gone!
Look sharp!
Radiant
I'm
slash!
out of ammo!
Denied!
What?
Here I
Not on my watch!
With you!
Radiant, let the marksman handle this!
Double demon fang! Easter!
Anything in armor is all
This
mine!
one's mine!
Armor won't save you!
Take this!
Radiant,
Double
here!
demon fang!
Do it! Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Here I
Resonate
go!
with the earth!
I'm only getting
Dodge
a shot
light.
for it!
No escape! Double demon fang! They're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her! And take out the monster first!
Double demon fang!
Tiger
She's no
Blade!
stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
Take this!
Here, let me help!
Blaze up fire!
You're mine!
Light up the
It's
dark!
over!
In a bind?
Alright,
Here goes!
I'm ready to go!
This one's all mine!
You made me angry! That was a bad idea!
Annihilation!
You will suffer!
Burn!
Mega Ray!
Tiger
In the
Blade!
sky, it's mine!
Ready and rare! I'm gone! I can carve through armor! Begin!
You're mine!
Healing
up.
circle!
I owe you!
Elusive deity! I'm gone!
It's over!
Thank you!
That looks bad.
Wits about you people!
Sword Ring Alpha!
Dance on the wind!
You're mine!
Here, let me help!
Double demon fang!
Seismic rupture!
Take this!
Light! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
This one's again!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now! Not on my watch!
How about
Elusive
this?
deity! Take this! It's over!
Tornado drive.
Crush!
Glacial fire! Tiger
Double
Blade!
demon fang! It's on!
Elusive deity.
Burn!
Mega Ray!
Rotating
Take this! I'm not
Prepare
done!
to be
Glacial
sealed.
fire!
No further.
You're mine! Eternal devastation!
Pieces! Try and run!
Try harder!
Searing! I never miss! Radiant light!
Try harder!
Here, let me
This
help!
one's mine!
Demon fang! Sword Ring Alpha!
Radiant
Double
here!
demon fang! Sword Ring Alpha!
Nothing gets by me!
Take this!
Circle!
It's on!
You
I'm not
will
done!
suffer!
Easter!
I'm grateful.
Confiscated!
It's over!
Downfall!
Here goes!
Sword Ring Alpha!
Appreciate the help!
Double demon fang!
Piercing through power! Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't!
Double demon fang!
Does it hurt?
How about this?
Sword Ring Alpha!
You require a hand.
Take this!
In a bind?
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster! Tiger Blade!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine! Ready to go!
You will suffer!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! This one's mine!
Tiger Blade!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Ready!
Behold my true power!
Here I come! This one's all mine!
I've used too much.
I owe you one.
Ready to go!
Elusive deity.
You picked the wrong fight!
Rotating fire enough!
Begin.
Double demon fang!
Soaring black.
Sword Ring Alpha!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that!
Rest for the wicked.
I'm ready to go.
Take this!
This should do it!
I owe you one back.
Ready! Going in. Here, let me help.
First aid! Partner play!
I can carve through armor!
I'll end you!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen! You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin!
something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shionne!
Alphen!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To to my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shionne. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.